Well, good morning and welcome back to our final fabulous segment here on Cityline. With me, I have an amazing individual. This man knows so much, and I'm so glad because what he does benefits all of us. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Stan Emmerich. You are the undergraduate program director, executive director of Sports Enterprise Management, Milgard School of Business, UW Tacoma. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Amanda. I am thrilled to get to talk about Dawg Bites today.
Yes! Is all of that on your business card?
It is. It makes it kind of busy. So
doesn't it though? It does. Okay, so I have been asking this question and it's time for the answer to bubble up. What is Dawg Bites and how did it start?
Dawg Bites is something that our dean, Althoff Merchant, and I were talking about, not Dawg Bites itself, but how do we give back to the community and for the entire campus? And so from the Milgard School of Business, we came up with the idea of, hey, let's just have a community party where everybody can come for free. They can get to see our beautiful downtown campus, which is like a park. Then there's other things that we can do as well. But I said, what do you think? And he says, yeah, let's do the entire campus. I'll check with the chancellor. Chancellor said yes.
Great.
And so here we are. Unfortunately, I did the thing my dad always told me not to do, which is don't volunteer. So.
Uh-oh. So you were the one that said, oh, we can do this. And they said, yes, you can. Go right ahead and get it started.
Yeah,
yes.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
So is it really free?
Well, it's free admission.
Okay.
We have food trucks. We've got Dick's and Stacks. It's just great to have those two. And then we have Just a Pizza My Mind, which is fantastic. We have Taco Cortez coming. We also have Campfire Coffee. And just in case you need some ice cream, we've got Bliss Ice Cream coming too.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you've covered all of the good eating places here in Tacoma. Scavenger hunt, I've heard, and a Wheel of Fortune. What will people do and what prizes can they win?
Well, the prizes are some special swag. But what the scavenger hunt is that when you come in, it's free admission. You come in, you get a passport. And this passport's going to take you around to 6 of our buildings around campus. And then you get a stamp, a Dawg Bites paw stamp on each of those buildings. And then you go to back to the Wheel of Fortune. You get to spin. It's a big giant wheel, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
You get to spin, and that's going to tell you how much money you have. It's the digital money that you have, and so you get to pick your swag from there.
Wow. Okay.
But also, though, everybody who comes in is going to get some swag. Everybody gets something. There is something for everyone at Dawg Bites.
How did you get the wheel? I'm really curious. Did you make the wheel?
No, we have a very ingenious and persevering person who wouldn't say no. She said, I'm going to make sure that we have this.
I love that. You alluded to one of my favorite food trucks, and that's Dick's. Mm-hmm. And I love it when I'm on social media and I see Dick's will be in downtown this week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You have some great community partners. Tell us about them.
We do have some great community partners, and it starts with the Tacoma Urban League. I always talk about them because they always come through. And
they are.
But what I have to do is I have to just look at my list. We have about 30 community partners, so I can't mention them all, but there are a couple that I've got to.
Please do.
One of them is the Tacoma Rainiers. Yes, they are a for-profit entity, but they are huge in the community. There's an awful lot that they do in the community, and so knock on wood, we're hoping that Rhubarb's going to come by on Dawg Bites Day. Rhubarb's pretty busy these days, though. The Tacoma Public Schools are also partners of ours. The museums, the Washington State History Museum, the Tacoma Arts Museum, the Museum of Glass, and the Children's Museum, Green Trike, also partners with us because that's kind of right down there where we are.
Yes.
Another part is the Chamber and the Downtown Partnership. They've been fabulous. And, well, I could take up the entire rest of the segment on this, and I probably shouldn't do that to you.
Probably not, but I think we can say anybody who has touched this, we want to say thank you to.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it goes way beyond that. Because you have the UW Alumni Band showing up and Dubs coming. What will they do? Is it a surprise?
No, the Alumni Band is one of several bands that are going to be playing. We're very proud to have them. but they're going to start up at the top where the big W is, and then they're going to go down the switchbacks, and then they're going to, stop and play for a while, and then they're going to take a little break, and then they're going to play again. At 2 o'clock, Dubs is coming, and I had the great privilege of getting to meet Dubs this past football season when one of our students was being honored there at the football game, and gosh, what a gorgeous dog.
Yes, because Dubs is real.
Yes.
For people who don't know who Dubs is, tell us what kind of soul is Dubs?
Dubs is in kind of another planet almost.
Yep.
Dubs is such a beautiful dog, but Dubs himself is, I don't know what generation that Dubs is, but I do know that it's a beautiful husky that you can come at 2 o'clock and you can have your picture taken with Dubs if you want to, and a lot of people do.
I love that.
This is a dog that's going to be fine around bands because the dog is used to it. By the way, I got to tell you this little story. When it was the early days of Dawg Bites on campus, and I was talking with some other professors about it, and I said, this is something that we're going to be doing. And they said, well, we may have some classes that Saturday afternoon. Can you make sure that the bands don't play too loud?
Oh.
And I just kind of looked at them and said, no, actually, I'm going to try to get the bands to play as loud as they possibly can. So I wasn't real popular that day.
Well, the gift of music is lost on some people, I'll just say that. But you also have high school and other bands. So tell us because high school bands are always so much fun. So who and what do you have?
I can't say enough about Lincoln High School.
Oh,
The band and the band program that Peter Briggs runs at Lincoln High School is fabulous. I went out to meet some of the bands at a drumline competition that they had a few weeks ago. And I thought, oh my gosh, here I am, 2 hours of drums. Am I going to be able to stand it? It was fabulous.
Yes.
I mean, I could have listened to it for several hours more. But Lincoln's going to be there. Clover Park's going to be there. Life Christian Academy is going to be there. Seismic Sound, if you haven't heard them, is going to be there. It's a combination band that high school students and college students together have come to form this drum line that is just tremendous.
Wow.
And so throughout the afternoon, they're going to be playing. We almost have more bands and more dance groups than what we have time for. But you know what? It's all going to fit.
Yes, because it always does. So you've got dance teams, and I've heard 2 stages worth.
We do.
Wow, that is impressive. And you have a cellist and a game developers group.
The cellist is a star student at the University of Washington. She actually is in one of my classes this quarter. I am thrilled about her. Her name is Celeste Clark. I have heard her play. And if you want something a little different, where she's going to be is in Carwine Auditorium, which is in Keystone.
Okay.
Keystone is where our admissions office is going to be there. And so if you have questions about WAFSA and FAFSA and basically how to pay for college or different things if you're deciding to come back to school, that's what's going to be happening in there. And they're going to be running some videos, some instructional type videos that are really going to kind of answer your questions about how to pay for school.
Yes.
And then we're going to have breaks, and Celeste is going to be in there playing the cello. She's great, absolutely great. And also during the time when all of that's not happening, then our game developers are going to be in there talking about how you make a video game.
Oh, fun. Very, very fun.
Totally fun.
So let's talk about Saltwater by Christmas. What a great phrase. Entrepreneurship tools and personal financial stability. How does that fit in?
Okay. Saltwater by Christmas, the name of that, by the way, came up by the same person who named Dawg Bites and who brought the Wheel of Fortune. I'm telling you, this is a brilliant
Genius person.
Yeah, she really is. But the Saltwater by Christmas was actually from President Lincoln when he said that I want the rail line to get finished by Christmas, and it's got to get to Saltwater.
Okay.
And Michael Sullivan, who is a lot of people know him, he's a noted historian. He's tremendous. This is one cool dude. And he's going to be speaking about how that happened, and he's got some really neat old pictures. And so, if you decide, if you're a little bit tired from walking around all of the other things that we've got at Dawg Bites, come in there at, I believe he's at 245.
Nice.
And come in there and into Milgard Hall, it's 110. And, join a bunch of our nonprofit tables that are going to be in there as well with information, and you can listen to Michael.
Oh.
But then after that, We've got Jill Purdy, Professor Jill Purdy and Professor Joseph Shin, who are both entrepreneurs, and they're going to be talking about tools for entrepreneurs. How many people do you know that want to start their own business?
A lot.
Okay, Professor Purdy and Professor Shin are going to help. And then Professor Hee-Suk So is just really fabulous on personal finances.
Okay.
And it's not necessarily financial wellness anymore, it's financial confidence.
Yes,
And,
I love that.
And that actually came from our partners at Sound Credit.
Okay.
So got to give them credit because that's where we heard that.
Absolutely. I want to ask, but we have about a minute left here, about this unique program of sports enterprise management. I've heard it's the one of a kind only in Washington State, and UW has it.
It is one of a kind. We are the only sports management program for undergrads in the state that's in a business school. Wow. Our approach is basically helping people prepare themselves for careers in the 9th largest industry in the world now, and that's sports management.
That's incredible. Thank you so much for putting this event on, for crossing the T's and dotting the I's, and for all of your team that we couldn't get on the comfy couch. Thank you so much for this, and I look forward to seeing you again on the couch soon.
Thanks for having us, Amanda.
You're welcome. That wraps up another great segment of Cityline. It is always a pleasure and a privilege to be in your home. We've given you some really great things to think about in this past hour, so please go out there, be a part of the tapestry, and above all, pay it forward. And when you come back, as always, we'll be waiting for you right here at Cityline. Take care.
Well, you're from the easy. How you're from Green Bay. How you're from Atlanta, but Tacoma's where you'll stay. Well, you're from the easy. How you're from Green Bay. How you're from Atlanta, but Tacoma's where you'll stay. Yeah, Tacoma, that's my home. From the pines to the dawn. Tacoma, that's my home, yeah. Tacoma, that's my home. Tacoma, that's my home. Place I call my own. Tacoma, that's my home, yeah. Tacoma, that's my home. Alright, you're from the East Coast. Alright, you're from the West. Alright, you're from the middle, but Tacoma's still the best. Alright, you're from the East Coast. Alright, you're from the West. Alright, you're from the middle, but Tacoma's still the best. Hey, Tacoma, that's my home. From the pines to the dawn. Tacoma,